questions about Florida State are that, yes, they just turned in this really good season for the first time since 2016, a 10-3 season, a top 12 or 15 finish, etc. But okay, they beat LSU. LSU was partially back. That was a good win. Other than that, I can't find another good win. They lost to Wake, Clemson, and NC State consecutively. Those were the three best in conference teams they played. They lost to all of them.
Yep.
So their closing winning streak was not impressive from the standpoint, from a consistency standpoint for a program that had been down for 5 years. Impressive, but
right. I mean, but it's the thing where, you can't control the teams, on your schedule, but you can beat them. And they did. And like they, beat the brakes off of Miami. So like, I'm not going to say anything other than that, but like they beat a bunch of average to bad teams and should. I mean, at least they didn't lose to Jacksonville State like they did previously, but.
And then as a 9-3 team coming out of the ACC with that kind of a run, I wanted to see them play a bowl game against somebody of like caliber. And, they got that. Oklahoma 6-6.
Yeah. So, I mean, in terms of brand name,
sure.
Yes. In terms of, and then maybe technically they did play a team of similar ilk because, if they had a little bit of a more challenging schedule, maybe they would have been closer to 6-6 than they were to, with 10 wins. So, but hey, it is what it is. And, we're going to just continue to focus on Miami here. We're going to build and do what we need to do. Hopefully, we're going to have Tyler Van Dyke and my guy, Nigel E. Kelly, pop onto that top 100 list at the end of the season, have a bunch of wins, including one, in Tallahassee. And, keep it on pushing.
And I just have to finish my thought. And projecting forward, I'm going to be interested to see whether they just are seizing a moment where everyone stayed. They've got a big season opportunity in 2023, or is this actually them rebuilding their program? Or did they just catch a good run and they've got everybody back in 23 and then it's going to...
And there's something to be said for, I don't necessarily think that he's going to be a good pro quarterback, but Jordan Travis has gotten better, and having a quarterback who can just escape sacks, just move, and extend plays. And then, when it's sandlot football, he makes plays happen. But like, there's some, is their next quarterback going to avoid all of the tackles for loss and sacks that he does? Because we saw that with De'Aaron King, the year that we won 9. Like he got missing on some times that like you're like that's a sack with any other quarterback on the roster, many of the other quarterbacks around. And that does change the calculus, and you also had to account for him in the run game and things like that. So, we'll see what happens, but it'll be interesting to see, what happens this year. And then obviously, going forward when, Jared Verse leaves and that 7-foot receiver leaves and, I can run around and avoid everybody, quarterback leaves and, things like that. But yeah, I have no love lost for Florida State, but, I think that they could be decent this year, but, I'm looking forward to beating them as well.